And welcome back to the best thing you watched this week. We've got Chris from Movies and Munchies, myself, Ruben from the Ruby Tuesday, and unfortunately we're not still together on the same sad times. But we are back here for our weekly live podcast, the best thing we watched this week, which is going to be some of the same of that we've watched, I believe, and some different. So we'll have some interesting takes. I'm sure we won't agree on everything because we are not sheeple, unlike 71 million other people. But we won't go into that. The best thing to talk about this week is
too soon.
way too soon. I'm sorry. The best thing to talk about this week is, of course, what's the best thing you've seen on TV and movies and games. That is what we cover here. General format is Chris will do a movie quiz. He'll give us the answers from last week's quiz that he gave and let us know who won. So if you're those lucky, if you get a prize of us saying your name and being the winner. But also we get to hear a new one and I'll ask us a stupid question. And then Chris will start us off, or I will start us off in the best thing that we watched this week. We'll do 3 each normally. And then we talk about a movie we both watched that perhaps one of us haven't seen, or it's been a very long time. Something that is from the great ether of the movie collections, which we tend to alternate who does what each week, which is good fun. And then we talk about one little thing that we're excited about each coming in the week. Of course, we also have our Patreon. So if you want to see more of our bearded faces, you can go to the bearded ones. We have an eclectic group of Patrons. I apologize that we haven't been posting a lot on there recently. Sometimes we'd get down to 2-3 videos a week, but lastly we've done like one, a couple, because we've been together creating videos together, and obviously a bit of a holiday. So got one we've recorded together that's coming this week. Starts at £1, and you get over 100 videos in there from various formats, movie reviews, more discussions, a couple of quizzes, that sort of thing. It's all going on there. So the bearded ones, you can find the description in our descriptions. You can find the link rather than the description of the description. That's a weird thing. And lastly, Discord. We also have a Discord that is basically created by Crochet While Listen. Yeah. And Crochet While Listen kind of basically updates us on all threads of entertainment of what's coming out. And it's a place for us to hang out and, just shoot the breeze with movies and stuff. I jump in and out. Chris will be there when I need to pull him into that. So,
hey, I typed in it yesterday.
Oh, you did? Oh, cool.
Unprompted.
That's more than I did.
I typed in it. Yes, I was like,
typed stuff
hey,
in.
yes,
Oh,
and
nice.
then I interacted. I answered people. So yeah, hey.
Chris is like, hey, I've been there. Should we say hello to people?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Doll, hello.
Hello.
How are you? Leo the Short Guy, glad that you are here as well. Happy Saturday. Happer Saturday? I can't even talk. Happy Saturday.
Nice. Yeah.
To Crochet a While and Listen. And one of my favorite YouTube channel names, The Bunny Dojo, Rabbit Care, and Bun Fun. Hello. Glad that you are here joining us as well. I about fainted when I saw Chris in the Discord. Yeah, I know, right? Seriously.
Like, is this a bot?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Well, it's not yeah, what are you gonna do? Let's see. We got Doll found us from Denmark. Hey,
Nice.
outstanding. Well, we're glad that you're doing well. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. That's awesome. I'm glad that you are. Is it cool there? Is it winter-ish in Denmark?
You would love it here, Chris. It's a grey, overcast, and cold.
Yeah. It's been chilly here, which, it was the temperature was starting to change when you guys were leaving. But today, yesterday, just pure sunshine. I don't know what's going on.
That's so weird.
I know.
Like,
I know.
Weather. Make up your mind.
Exactly. Yo, what's up, my bro? Who's just kidding? And then, sorry.
Yo.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, hey, we will join everybody back in just a bit in the comments. But Ruben, are you ready for the movie quote quiz?
I'm always ready for the movie quote quiz.
Okay. I don't know if this is a sign that we should end the movie quote quiz or if it was just way too hard last week.
Right.
We had nobody guessed, nobody answered, nobody, nothing. So, I forgot to write down my answers though, so I had to actually try and remember which ones they were. So I did remember though. That was good. But the answers to last week were striptease, showgirls, and Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman, excuse me.
Pretty Woman.
Yes.
So, call girls?
Sex workers.
Sex workers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we had watched Anora.
Oh, because we had watched Nora.
Right. Yes. And I know that you have discovered that character-driven films
not all of them, but
not necessarily
my cup of tea.
Yeah. That's okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you ready, though, for this week?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to put them on the screen.
Let me be more excited. Yes. Oh. Yes, I am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm going to put them on the screen. Stop it. Now, look. No one is to stone anyone until I blow this whistle. Do you understand? Even, and I want to make this absolutely clear, even if they do say Jehovah.
Okay. I know that one.
Yes. This is going to be harder. Hey, you know what's scarier than not believing in God? Believing in him. I mean, really believing in him. That's a random one. So,
that really rings a bell. Oh my gosh.
And funny enough, we just watched this next movie within the last, 2 months. So, well, not you and I, but my family.
Okay.
Why would God make us all so different if he wanted us to be the same? There's obviously a theme there.
Satan!
There's a Jack Black movie coming out where it's, I don't remember what the title of it is called, but the kid writes a letter to Santa, except he misspells Santa and it goes to Satan, and Jack Black is Satan and he comes during Christmas time. So
brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. So, but let us know in the comments, give us your answers. We will give you the shout out, like Ruben said, next time. Now though, Ruben, what is your question of the week?
Okay. So it's probably too soon for you, Chris.
Oh no.
But
okay.
This does tie into movie themes. What is the best movie or TV series? President.
Oh. Probably what's his name? Martin Sheen. In if we're going TV series, in the West Wing.
Oh yeah. Martin Sheen, West Wing.
If we're going movies though, I think there's a lot more to choose from, because like Bill Pullman in a Intergalactic Crisis, yes, has a a wonderful speech there. I just had another name. Oh, Michael Douglas in with Annette Bening. Something. I am the president of the United States. When he's running against Richard Dreyfuss. I don't even remember what it's called. The American president? I don't know what it was called. But that one was... But see, I also go with the feeling of the movie, too, not just the character.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, I get that.
Daniel Day-Lewis as Lincoln.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the Martin Sheen for The West Wing. I've seen that series a number of times, and I always get sad because I was like, if only. That would be amazing. How about Thomas J. Whitmore in Independence Day?
Isn't that Bill Pullman?
Yes, Bill Pullman.
Yeah. Okay, yes, absolutely. Hands
How
down.
about Dwayne Elizondo, Mountain Dew Herbert in Idiocracy?
No. I want to say we've already had that. So
No, but for the real one, my favorite president movie, enjoying the movie as well, has to be Harrison Ford in Air Force One. Love that.
oh my gosh, that has been like, I don't even remember when I saw it last. It would be totally watching a brand new movie for me.
They're like, get off my plane. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Were you? I didn't mean to cut you off there. I saw something in the comments, and it absolutely hands down yes.
Oh yeah, I've just seen it too.
Yes. Okay. Bunny
David
Dojo.
Palmer.
So David Palmer in 24. That's not what I was seeing. Kevin Kline in Dave. I think, and I think this seriously. And I'm not going to get into politics, but just I believe that every politician should actually watch Dave, because he gives some phenomenal speeches and dialogues in this about talking about how he forgot that he was for the people, that he was just a temp, that he was, doing a job for them. And I think that's where, I mean, just that mentality is a beautiful one. And Kevin Kline was just outstanding in that. But it's Dahl is saying that it is summer or autumn, winter in December.
Oh my gosh, General. First off,
Nice.
Says best president Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Nice. I love that movie. It's so
I've
fun.
never seen it.
Oh my gosh, you need to put that on your watch list.
Okay. I stayed away from it just because while I loved the title, it just worried me that it was just going to be stupid and not good stupid.
No, it's good stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Dear Santa is what it's called, that Jack Black movie that I was talking about.
Okay.
Crochet Wild and Listen, first movie president came to mind with Bill Pullman.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it's just how it is. Yeah.
We're not, the Independence Day speech. So
Yeah,
iconic.
exactly. It's so good. I mean, and that's what you want in a movie like that, is that heartfelt, just raw,
Yeah.
Niket, hi. I don't know what you're doing other than running and doing cartwheels, which I appreciate. That's awesome. So hello, welcome.
Is happy for some reason.
Yes.
Because we're on screen, of course.
Oh, yes. I'm going to interpret it that way as well.
Yeah.
So cool. Ruben,
Yeah.
we'll come back to the comments.
Okay.
Let's dive in. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Sure. I've got some fun stuff to show you. It's show and tell
Sweet.
time.
Okay.
So I got sent the 4K editions of Deadpool and Wolverine. The thing is, they have different art.
Oh my gosh, you got both of those?
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, in the Wolverine one, it's so funny. They have the variants on the inside of each other's art. So you got Deadpool's variants with a couple of Deadpools in there on Wolverines, and then you have. I'm going to take out the 4K disc and the Blu-ray disc. You got in the you can see there's really strange variants there as well, but in the other one is the opposite artwork, of course, to each other, and then there's a little in the imprint of the Blu-ray where you pop that out is an imprint of Wolverine's mask. That's just sat there instead of just the plastic thing that you pop out.
Yeah.
It's the Wolverine's mask. So
That's
they're
cool.
tin as well. So
like
plastic,
Steelbook type thing.
Yeah, Steelbook.
Yeah.
4Ks, and then some of the special features, I won't mention all of them, but in the first part 1 and 2, there was Deadpool's Fun Sack, and so this time we've got Deadpool's Fun Sack 3, which is just great to say 3 times fast. You have the various commentaries and you have the gag reels. That's all worth. One of the best things on this one though is Finding Madonna, which
What?
Finding Madonna, making the Wanna. So I won't spoil it for you. Just watch it. It's really.
Is it? But it's the one where it's with all of the Deadpools,
Yeah.
right? And Madonna is playing and over the.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
It's well worth it. I think the only trick they missed on this was to have specific special features to each artwork, then doubling down on making people buy both. I think if you're a fan and you like collection, you'll get both steel editions for the artwork, and but there's no like special features that's unique to each one, which I think is a missed trick, because I don't know which one I would choose, but I don't think if I was buying them myself, I would buy both. As much as I want to, the cost of them, I think
becomes
like
prohibitive,
£24 or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but beautiful copy as well in the 4K, crisp, pristine. Hones the various sound effects as well. So depending what sound effects you've got, it's got up to 7.1.
Oh wow.
DTS or whatever. So it's fun. I mean, for me, it's probably not the greatest of the stories of the 3, but it's the most fun to watch.
I get that.
Makes it,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I liked or what they should have done, like to your point about adding different things, is done like a Hugh cam and an Orion cam.
Oh, yes.
For all the behind the scenes type of things, and have each of their own commentaries on those discs, so that it's
that would have been great. And then I would have definitely bought both, because you want to have both for that. Yeah. Because the whole marketing has been them, for years.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this is the movie that like they didn't need to do any marketing other than the YouTube videos that they had about them talking with each other and stuff.
Because it sold itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Okay.
Anyway, so that was my quick kind of by this.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. I'll go then really quick.
All right.
I want to talk about Arcane. Season 2, Act 1.
Nice.
This will be spoiler free because that would suck otherwise, and that would be rude. So, I mean, the story picks up right where it left off. We have League of Legends, with their game animated for Netflix in a 9-episode series. Season 1, Season 2. Season 2 is the second season, obviously, because it says Season 2, but it's also the final season.
Yeah.
So, like, all bets are off. Like, they're going balls out for this. Nobody is safe as far as I can tell. And that makes the storytelling just incredibly engaging, but also tense.
I mean, episode 1 of season 2 is so brutal.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. When we have fights, these, like, you feel the passion and the anger and the just all of the history that is coming, whether that's history of people, like as in groups of people, like warring lands type of thing, or the history that a person has from just their past, their upbringing, any traumas, anything like this. They all come to the surface and they all come to this head. The animation, though, I mean, what the crap? This is... It blows my mind every single time. And while the rotoscoping, is just as good, if not better, than it was in season 1, I felt like I saw more variances of animation styles that were being overlaid and included within this season. We had some of the 2D hand drawn, even sketches, and then some of just like some similar to some things that you would see in Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, like that. The pacing I thought is incredibly good because it feels long, but not in a bad way. Because each episode, at least so far, 40 minutes, and I feel like fully invested in it. I don't feel like I'm being rushed through the story. I don't feel that it's dragging, but it feels heavy. They just pack in so much content there. What were we gonna say?
No, I was listening to you so I could see.
Soundtrack also. The music that they choose just matches the atmosphere and the emotion that's on screen for us. I love it. This
Even
series,
the theme. I know a lot of people don't like Imagine Dragons, but the theme works so well.
it works. Yeah. Yeah. I think Imagine Dragons made themselves like everywhere.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's
And
just saturated. Yeah,
exactly. But for this, yes, it does work. I love the intro. This is like I have also Act 2, and I stopped myself from watching.
oh, I bet that was tough.
It was because I was like, oh, this is so good, and I don't know where we're ultimately headed. I mean, I can see the trajectory that we're going, but I don't know what's in store for some of these characters. My guess is that there is going to be some tragedy that comes before we get to the resolution, and it's going to gut me.
But even the resolution is going to be gut wrenching. It can only end one way, really. Either one of the sisters killing each other, or one of the sisters saving. That's how I think it's going to go down. I think the one sister
saving.
it'll be like, I'm going to save you and take it for you.
I can see that as a redemption type of arc.
Yeah.
But see, I could see it both ways with Jinx saving Vi
Yeah.
because it is that redemption. Then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But Vi saving Jinx because then it takes away some of that trauma
Yeah.
of her upbringing or
Yeah.
lack of upbringing. So,
But there's a wonderful underground story that's developing, which I'm looking forward to getting to Act 2. But I thought there was a fantastic flip. The first season really kind of covered how those that live in the underground are fighting for their survival versus what the above grounds have. And you really felt for their plight. You were on their side. You understood how Jinx and Vi, had their upbringing. But this season, they flipped it on their head and going, hang on, the people above ground are also people. And they're making us really care for these characters. And I'm like, wait, I don't like this. You're making me, there's no good or bad guys. There's just people in situations. And some people would do stupid things in certain situations. And because of that, the outcome is always like vibrantly violent. Because we have magics involved and steampunk magics involved with the hex magic. It's all very, it's brutal, but also beautiful to look at. You were talking about some of the artworks. I love some of the styles that you get where if we're at a funeral and that you have like sketches, but then that person will be in color surrounded by a gray aesthetic. Or they'll do a music video type thing, montage, which works so well to kind of catch us up to what's happened with this character in this moment. Or they're trying to build a gun, like you were mentioning about the arm. There's a sequence which it's like frenetic building. It's just so fun to watch, but also just intimately depressing. Like you're with them and you're like, oh my gosh. These people just need to have one decent conversation and sort it all out, but no, it's gone too far for that.
and there's so many different factors playing in to all of the emotions.
It's so complicated as well. There's ways of life in each, above and below.
Yeah.
Multiple factions in each, all believing that they are right and they have a right to certain things. And so it doesn't matter whether you have a government that controls whatever. It doesn't matter if you have a person that thinks they're involved. When these threads start to be pulled, as we saw in season 1 and the climactic event of the big missile at the end of season 1, the events of that unfold. And it's a chain of events that that's coming, but you're also like, oh man, this is wonderful to watch, but I'm sad.
Yeah, well, and when some characters find out about certain things that kind of shatter their ideals.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, that's game changing. I mean, for the story, we love the complication that adds. But for the character, I mean, you feel that internal conflict and all the dilemmas that have raised for them. And yet it's going to make the story just so much more deep.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was awesome. Yeah.
It was. Yes. Okay. Should we go to the chat, catch back up?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see here. We got finished Old Man season 2. So boring.
So boring.
But wait a minute, just kidding. Wait, you guys would probably love it though. So I recommend. What
are you saying?
I don't understand that comment.
That whole comment is problematic. First off, ow. Secondly, weren't we the ones that say that we hadn't watched it yet? Wasn't I the one that's saying that it looked slow?
Yes, you didn't even want, So I want to give it a chance. I just haven't yet. Is season 2 over though? I guess it is because
yeah. But also the two words "so boring" don't make me want to go and watch it.
Yeah, that's because that's not like it was. It felt slow. That was I was barely making it through it. That's a glowing recommendation there. So
5 stars.
Yes. Oh gosh. General, like Morgan Freeman as president in a couple of old and new movies.
Very true. The ending world one, a deep impact. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jamie, happy Saturday to you as well. Glad that you're here joining us.
Welcome.
Bunny Dojo, what kind of TV do you both have that's best for watching movies? You need to get a new one. Don't know if QLED is worth it or Crystal is good enough. LCD. I have
a budget.
That's true. I have a variety of TVs. Our main TV, I have TVs in every room of the house except for the kitchen, and my wife won't let me get that, so I have a tablet in there. We don't have any in the bathrooms either, but every other room we do, don't we? We do.
You do, yeah.
My den. Okay, so where I'm at right now, there's a TV in front of me that I use as a monitor, but it is a TV also.
It's a huge TV screen.
It's a 55-inch 4K monitor.
That you use as a monitor.
Yeah, that I use as a monitor, but I can switch it to TV if I want to. I've got my 2 monitors, which is shortly going to become a 49-inch wide curved ultra wide screen, and then off to my left behind me, I have a 55. Something like that, TV on the wall that I have a Roku set up to. But none of these are my main TVs. So our main TV is a 60-inch, 60-inch, 65-inch, I don't know, OLED, and the picture's great. I love it. It's really crisp, and
you have a screensaver that makes the
the fish that come on there and just swim through, and Who got lost? Is that me or you? One of us froze, and I can't tell who it is. Does anybody know if Ruben or me is frozen? I see me moving, but Ruben is not moving. I don't know what's going on. Ruben. Okay. Well, I'm going to continue on thinking that it's Ruben that has frozen and not me. Ruben is frozen. Thank you, Tanuki. Appreciate that. Okay. There's no way well, Sneak Your Juice, first off. Hi. Oh, well, that's weird. Ruben is... There's two of you now in the in the thing. Hi. I don't know what's going on there, but okay. There's no way that little girl Jinx adopted. Oh. Okay. Yeah, dude. That's she's a cute little girl, and I hope she does stay. I hope she makes it through. But
I think there's no way. Yeah.
If that happens, though, that will, I think, seal the deal.
For sure.
It just, like, there's nothing left at that point, you know?
Also, spoilers.
Yeah, true. Yes. Niket, last week, when we were talking about Jailbreak, Love on the Run, and Escape at Dannemora, the story of both of them, very similar. Yes. I didn't realize that Escape at Dannemora was a true story, though. That's cool. But yeah, they're both very, very similar. I actually thought that maybe Escape at Dannemora was kind of based on that, but it was made before this other case. But and Ruben's not going to be watching Escape at Dannemora.
Love on the Run. Ain't no surprise.
Oh, Bunny Dojo, it's okay. We did miss you last week, but hey, stuff happens. I have not seen The Wild Robot yet. No. We talked about seeing it when you were here, and just we didn't get it. Yeah. Okay, definitely worth seeing on the big screen. Everybody loves it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Sharam, hey, how are you? We're doing good.
I'm a bit overweight. I'm 45 and got some gray hairs, but yeah.
I have a couple of gray hairs.
It's a silver mane, dude. It's a silver mane.
Oh, you were on vacation last week. Well, that's cool. Where did you go? Let us know. We missed you too, but hey, that's good that you did go on vacation.
What sports are you watching? I'm sure that's coming up.
Yes.
You'll let us know soon. Yeah.
Exactly. Tanuki, also hello from Switzerland. That awesome.
Awesome.
Got hopefully the weather there is cold. And snowy and yeah.
Great thumbnail as well. The profile picture.
That's cool.
It's Totoro. Yeah.
Nice. Are we going to talk about the stupid Day of the Jackal episodes release dates?
Yeah. They're so dumb. They released the first 5 and then they're like was it 2, 2, and 1? Or
is it? I thought it was 1, 1, 1, 1 after that.
I
thought it was
1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah. I see. Last week when we looked at IMDb, they had only said the first 3 episodes, they had that date for dropping. But then this week, I think though. Okay, so hear me out. I think this is a good thing because if they're going to do weekly releases, let me put that caveat. This is a good thing if they're absolutely adamant on doing weekly releases. They give you half the show. That way, you can get into this like a hefty chunk and know whether or not the show is for you. I've had some people who are like, "Nah, I got into episode 2 and I just tapped out because it wasn't for me." Yeah. Awesome.
I've had some people saying like it's the stupidest thing they've ever watched, and I'm like, "Really? Did we watch the same thing?"
You need to see more things first off, because that's yeah. But yeah. So instead of that weekly release, you know what I mean, where you watch 2 episodes when they drop it at first, and then you have to wait week to week to week to week, and you're all of a sudden 4 weeks in, and then you're like, I'm not really feeling this. Well, you've wasted a month of waiting. Whereas you could kill 2-3 hours and decide, ooh, I really like this, or nope, I'm done, and then you go on your way right at once. And so, yeah, I think this is why I like the release. I do agree.
Get people hooked so that they'll come back. Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives them the opportunity to really see, is it worth it? you know.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite series, guys? Breaking Bad for me, it's the GOAT. Sharam, Breaking Bad is awesome. But I disagree.
But it should be dark, is what Chris is saying.
Yes. Hands down.
Yeah. Firefly. Yeah.
Ooh, Firefly. There you go. Nice. Nice. Tanuki, thanks for, like to thank you for all your reviews in the past. Really like your opinion. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's fun. We try and give good stuff, but to hear it's appreciated and that you like it, that's that's even better. Chelsea and Arsenal tomorrow. There
Knew
you
it was
go.
coming.
We appreciate that, Sharam. Thank you. Thank you for keeping us. Okay, so Quaddy, hey. I finished Teacup, enjoyed it. Slow burn, but never boring. Yeah, hope they make season 2. I don't know if they're going to. I mean,
I don't know if they will, but I really enjoyed it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. And just kidding. No, we know there's no offense. We were playing with you. It's when you say the series is boring, and yeah, we will like it. We know. Tanuki. Oh, not snowing right now, but maybe soon. That sounds beautiful. That means it's cold there. Not like it is here. Ugh. Okay. Okay. So Sharam went to a few beaches,
Nice.
a wildlife safari, a few temples in western and northern India. Ooh, I would love to see pictures of those.
Yeah, that
would be
sounds amazing.
Yeah. Sharam, you know, if you hop on the Discord, you can share pictures, I think.
Yes, you can.
You can put pictures. Okay, thank you.
Yes, you can.
I don't know how it works. So, Niket, man, that movie Substance. What a movie, especially the last 40 minutes. Isn't that some of the most horrific things you've ever seen? Just kept getting worse and worse.
That's the correct description for the last 40 minutes of The Substance.
Yes. Zed!
Hey, Zed.
Glad that you're here early. That's even better. Awesome. Mad Men, also up there with best series ever. Okay.
Yeah, I hear a lot of good things. I never got into it. Like, by the time it came out, it was just, I wasn't in with the zeitgeist of the, hey, it's Mad Men.
Yeah, I think it didn't click with me as much because at that time when it was out, I was still in radio. And so a lot of advertising and too close. Kind of the same reason why I didn't like The Office.
Yeah.
Because I worked with all these people and I didn't need to
Yeah.
go home and work with them, you know. But yeah. Okay, so Day of the Jackal. Show's amazing. Eddie Redmayne, top notch. Would have loved that Josh Hartnett would be the detective on that case. Imagine the contrast between him and Eddie. That could be cool, but I'm loving Lashana Lynch.
She's great.
I mean, I like her as an actress anyway, so
Yeah.
not that I don't like Josh Hartnett because he's been great, but
Yes.
Tanuki, should you see Anora this Sunday? If you ask Ruben.
Did you like softcore porn in the movie? Yes. Go and see this.
Wow, that is not what the movie's about.
First 40 minutes, maybe it is.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of sex and nudity. Okay, but yeah. For me, if you like the character-driven dramas and you don't mind sex and nudity and profanity, because there's a lot of that. I mean, there's a whole lot of that. If that doesn't bother you, then the story I felt was really engaging because of the transition that we watch through her and the way that the story unfolds to allow us into Anora's life and to see her as a person apart from her job. You know what I mean? We can see past that to her value and her worth of just who she is. And then their love story and what that means. And you can hate on a few people too.
It's true. Yeah. I mean, all that character acting is great. It's a slice of life story in a film that you don't normally get to see that slice of life. It's different. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Todd passed away yesterday. That was that just adding to the week. Not without singing the blues. Also, hello. Sorry, just went straight to your comment. Didn't even greet. So hi. Yeah. Richard Nixon in Doctor Who. Who played Richard Nixon? I don't even remember that. What?
Don't know. Yeah. It's been so long since I've watched any Who.
I did go back and start watching of the new seasons. Not the new season, but the
Tenant or
yes,
yeah.
Because I wanted to work my way up to to Devastation. Which I don't know why I do that, but I love it. That it is so. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is a devastatingly sad story ending. The Tenant storyline.
And then it also. I like that they revisit it later, but still, it doesn't, like, it's almost like, oh, that's on. Oh, gosh, I can't take this anymore. Oh, okay. So, yeah, after watching 5 episodes together, it's really hard to watch 1 episode per week with The Day of the Jackal. I agree.
Okay.
Because Ruben and I got to binge it.
Yes.
And it is awesome.
It
is. There's a lot of sex and nudity. That's just what it is. Because she is a sex worker. Yeah. So you see part of that, but that's not what.
It's not. No, I mean, I was joking. That's not what the movie's about. The first 40 minutes is a lot of sex and nudity, but it's really just kind of showing her characters day to day, what life is like for a sex worker. It's a very interesting film.
You don't care. You're European. Thank you. See? Good. Europeans don't demonize sex or nudity like Americans do. It's weird. Also liked the President in Battlestar Galactica.
Yes. Oh my gosh. He's so good. Yeah.
I did. I only remember watching the
old 80s one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was old. Yeah.
I'm old. Leave me alone. Mad Men has a bit of a bad reputation for being the series that is adored by alpha male wannabes. Sometimes people think everyone is watching it for Don Draper, but to be honest, there's so much good about it. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I mean, he's like, I don't think the more that we know about Don, I don't think he's like the pinnacle of character to hold up. You know what I mean? We get to see how bad of a person he is on the inside. Yeah. Yeah. Reading The Handmaid's Tale right now. Excellent book. Didn't see the TV show. I have only seen a little bit of the TV show. It's done really well.
Yeah, I've never read the book, so I don't have the comparison to that, but I've seen the first 2 seasons of The Handmaid's Tale, and it's very good. Very dark. If the book's anything like it. Yeah, like subject matter. Wow. Good reflection on society as well.
Well, yeah, wait. Some people are using it as an instruction manual, unfortunately. I did see something on Twitter this earlier this week, doesn't really matter. Some dude trying to mansplain The Handmaid's Tale to the author of The Handmaid's Tale.
Brilliant.
And not realizing that he was stupid and trying to explain incorrectly the story to its author.
Amazing.
It's just
the human race, man. It never ceases to amaze me at the level of stupidity we can be sometimes.
The only difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. I think that's Alfred Einstein. I don't know. The internet told me that, so could be wrong. Could have been just anybody. Don Lee has been cast in Salar 2. Indian movies are reaching globally. You know, when we saw Heretic this week, Tumbad is coming back to theaters for
amazing.
It was funny because I'm watching, like, they started out with the trailer and I'm like, I've seen this. What is that? Why do I know this? What's going on?
That's amazing.
Yeah, and the more
releasing it at cinemas.
Yeah, the more it was playing, I was like, wait, I really know this. I've seen this movie. And then it showed the title and I was like, yep, okay. I thought it was going to be like it was like a sequel or something. Maybe they were showing some of the other stuff, and no, they're just re-releasing it. So that's pretty cool. Very disturbing. Yes, it is. It's meant to be that way.
Yeah.
Anybody that looks at that and reads that story and says, yes, this is the way to do things. Can we just end them right away? Yes, we can. Let's do it. Okay. You watched Kato Lake, understood nothing of the story. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but
I don't know that you can explain that movie without
spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a German TV show that I absolutely adore. It has 3 seasons. It's on Netflix. It has Kato Lake has a similar premise to that, just told in a compressed timeline. Maybe at some point we'll do a spoiler review or something like that. Okay, Niket did not really enjoy the 4th season of Slow Horses compared to previous seasons.
Dare you?
Seems like they gave less screen time to Gary Oldman to do his funny stuff and mannerisms. Story also felt a bit boring.
I couldn't disagree more, but it's cool.
I mean, I see what you say about giving Gary Oldman a little less screen time, but every time he was on screen, he was magnificent.
Yes. Yeah.
I liked the mystery of River.
A bit more jet setting this time. There's a bit more travel. There actually are spies, so it makes sense that they would get to do field work.
Yeah. Especially like off the books type of thing where.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially their organization. They're so off the books. Nobody wants to acknowledge that they exist.
Yeah. The secrets within secrets type of thing.
Yeah.
I liked Hugo Weaving too. The complication that added to the story,
I think it's, I enjoyed this season. Yeah.
I did too. I'm fully on board so far. They have the only issue I've ever had in the entire series is they made such a big deal of Olivia Cook in episode 1 of season 1.
Yeah.
That I couldn't tell if what they were telling me was the truth.
Right.
Or if it was just misdirection, and then she's off the show. Now, yes, she went to do the House of Dragon stuff, but I didn't feel that was handled really well within the storytelling.
Yeah, that was weird. Also, can you ever believe anything in the spy thing? You never know. If someone's dead, are they truly dead? I think season 4 and even season 3 had aspects of that. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. If we don't see the body,
and
absolutely know with confirmation that is,
then I don't trust you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We are going to pass that Chris said Alfred Einstein and not Albert Einstein. Did I say Alfred Einstein?
I don't know. My brain, I didn't catch that at all.
He was Bryce Wayne's servant.
Yes. Exactly.
I said that to tweak people. Hopefully that worked. Okay. Ruben, we'll come back. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, what you got?
Okay, yeah, so to appease your fans, this is the only reason we went and watched this movie. Last week, Sunday, Chris and I and our partners went to watch Smile 2. And I was so surprised at how good this was. I really enjoyed episode 1. Episode 1. The first movie. Suck season. Smile 1. Just smile. Just. I liked how. Yeah, it's so creepy. I liked how it worked, and the marketing for that movie was great. Stop it. Okay, wait. I'm just going to do that. That's better. Right. So I can't see you anymore. And the psychology of that movie, the first one, it's done so well that you don't know whether it's the person losing their marbles or they actually are affected with this smile disease. And the way that kind of ramps up towards the end, it goes crazy. But this time round, we are centered on one person who's affected. We get an intro that is bonkers, and then we get this person that is a singer, a pop star. Her life is tough anyway. All of that, kind of the music video edits her life. Her mother's her manager. It's all, we've seen like this stuff in real life, and we know like how messy that gets. So we have that situation that's messy anyway. But then we get this curse or demon or whatever the hell it is start messing with, and talk about having an unreliable narrator or an unreliable protagonist or unreliable anything. You don't know what to trust because it messes with your mind. So there's a whole sequence of something that could be happening that could not be happening. And so you're always on the edge of your seat because the stuff that's happening in front of you is harrowing and scary. But then you don't know what to trust. And the sound design in this was immaculate. Like, so well crafted. The tones were so creepy, so specific that it really was a character of its own. And then with the editing, again, skewing the audience's view of what is reality. Everything just lent into messing with your mind as to what you're watching is reality or is it not. And my wife, who was sitting next to me a number of times, she's like, "Yep, nope, not watching this." And she got the popcorn box high. And then there was one jump scare that, like, I don't normally like jump scares, but this worked for everybody in the cinema. We all almost jumped out of our seats. It was flipping scary, and the sound, the creature feature, the moment, I was just like, no, stop it. I love this. I thought it was really good.
Like you, I was absolutely blown away. I mean, the first movie was fun. Like, we went in with very low expectations of Smile because, come on, it was called Smile. And how is this going to be scary? It's probably just going to be stupid. Maybe some jump scares, good to go. And that was a lot of fun because it was very tense.
Yeah.
This, though, goes on a whole different level. I mean, Naomi Scott is wonderful in this role. I mean, if we don't buy her, if we can't get behind her, the movie doesn't work because it's all centered, like you said. I mean, it's centered around her. We're not following all kinds of people. We're following her and her experience. Now, obviously, other people come in, and affect this. The cinematography, I think, was outstanding. Like, that opening shot is a one take or one shot. Yes. I mean, it just, whoa. Yeah. Then there are moments later that are nightmare fuel where and I think, and you and I had talked about this right after the movie, of how believable it actually is because of who's in the scene. We have these people who have abilities, and that doesn't mean that they're superheroes or anything else. They have training and skill. And so then when we watch them do something, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. And I don't like that at all. That is, you need no, go away. Yeah. So I believe that the movie is still too long.
Okay.
It's over 2 hours. And there are parts in it at first where I'm like, oh my gosh, especially because Naomi Scott as, what's her character's name? Sky Riley. This pop singer, we watch her either performing or practicing or something like that. And there's one time where she's singing and we are getting a lot of this, and it instantly flashed back to the gratuitous exposure of Shyamalan's daughter in Trap.
Oh, yeah.
Where, you know what I mean? Like, oh, good. Okay. So we're showcasing that this person can actually sing. Great. You know? And so as I'm getting annoyed by this, I'm then sucked in even more. And so I think you probably could cut a little bit of that here and there, some of these extended scenes, but I didn't want to cut them out completely. That's the thing, because that scene that I'm referring to with her performing, it's powerful and it has a purpose.
It does.
It's not, it's not just.
It would be very hard to edit out some of the sequences. Like, I agree on the time, but every shot has a purpose, even if it leads up to it, it's a bit too long.
Yeah, so it is. I mean, that's like my biggest criticism there. For me, though, I mean, I was so surprised, and I loved that it created discussion afterwards, because there is definitely moments in this where you're like, well, what about, or I think it happened, you know, and
it was
obviously
fantastic card discussion on the way back home. We were just all kind of going, okay, well, what about this? Where does this land? But this references the first movie. I think I need to go back and watch the first movie now. You know, it had that sort of reaction to it. I'm just reading Shiny's comment that says, what would you say about those who don't like Smile 2? Are they just being too particular about things? I mean, everybody has their own personal opinions. I personally think this is the better movie.
Yes.
I like Smile 1, but I think the story worked much more. The lore that we get for number 2 is much more in your face. So I feel like I have a more understanding of what this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly like the ending, but that's a personal preference of movies, and I can't explain why, because that will make you understand what the ending of the movie is. But Chris knows how I feel about these type of movies.
Yeah.
But saying that, like, it's a wild ride. The score, the editing, cinematography, acting. This movie is a sequel. It has no good being as good as it is, and should be put up for consideration for awards, because it's done very well.
And unfortunately, we know that because it's horror, it's going to be snubbed.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. I would have to know why people didn't like it. I mean, Bunny Dojo, I get this. Like, this makes sense to me. The movie is just not for you. Like, didn't enjoy Smile. Cool. You that
so
type
you wouldn't
of
go to watch number 2, would you? Yeah.
Yeah, that type of horror movie, or that, you know, that theme. Okay, fair enough. That's cool, because people know what they like and they don't like. I would, though, have to see what it is that, like, the comments that Shiny's referring to know, to have a better grasp on.
But even like if it's a tiny thing like length, it's that's one thing, and that doesn't detract from the whole enjoyable moment of the build up. Like,
it makes me, the time on that makes me put it at a 4.5 out of 5. Because I was so riveted. The performances were so good. The storytelling, enveloping, like you said, the lore, so much better, so much deeper. And it didn't feel, even though some of it was given to us by exposition, it didn't feel like it was exposition.
No, because of the way it was done.
Yeah.
We also have to talk about, I don't think it's spoilers, but there's some physical theater in it with actors that are, you know, you've seen body contortionists before, but the way they present that on screen was so flipping scary, but also, like, you can't tear your eyes away from it because it's amazing. And it's practical. You know it's practical, which makes it even scarier and realer, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I
was going to say. There's not many horrors that I want to go back and watch again, but I want to see it from the perspective of knowing the answers.
Oh my gosh,
this time round.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I'm remiss that we didn't see it sooner.
Yes.
Because of how good it actually was. That was the, oh goodness. Okay. Well, good. That was on my list too. So
Awesome.
we can, yeah. For me, I'll go off another horror or thriller. I saw Heretic the other night.
Nice. Yeah.
I've been anticipating this one. I've been wanting to see this. I like Hugh Grant. I know that he's a very mixed reaction amongst people. Some people love him, some people hate him. For this, so you have currently in theaters two religious. They're Mormon in this, but I mean they're missionaries.
Religious.
Yeah. They're just going to share their faith, knocking on doors. And they also have a list of people who had expressed interest. And one of those is Hugh Grant. So they go to his house, and from there, he engages them in conversation and discussion about belief. And
do you have that in the US? Do people do door-to-door?
oh,
knocking?
yes.
They do?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
We have the Mormons, Jehovah's Witness, regular church people that are non-denominational or Methodist or whatever they are.
Cool. So that is a thing. Yeah, I didn't experience that there, so I was wondering.
Oh yeah, no, I think we got blacklisted because my wife knew so much about Mormonism that she could engage them on levels that they're not used to, and because most of the missionaries are kids, they're not as well versed. And so, and it is not like she was challenging them; she was just discussing, But so I think we, like they would leave, and then we wouldn't get anybody for like 4 years. So, also I answered the door naked one time, and then Jehovah's Witness never came back. So, just kidding. Anyway, so from there. They go in and they have this discussion with Hugh Grant, and things turn nefarious. That's all I'll give you of the plot. Hugh Grant, what I loved about his performance in this is he is taking all of that charm that he has in his rom-coms. How he has that disarming smile. He has that little bit of self-effacing humor. Yeah. I mean, he's like an everyman almost in a lot of ways. So he brings that to this character. He's got a little bit of the stammer, some of the I don't know what you want to call it, like hesitation while he's speaking even, or trying to figure out what he wants to say. He's very likable. Yes, except he also simultaneously gives off this vibe that you're like, this dude is not okay, and we need to get the hell out of here right now.
Just give the aura of serial killer, and you seem like one of those.
Yeah, and it's so good because the way he builds his character too, is that he will be having this discussion with these two younger girls, and he can see that they get uncomfortable or they start to stiffen up because of something he said. So he'll immediately backtrack a little bit and then set them at ease again. And it's this game that he begins to play psychologically. And as the audience, we can see that this is going on. The girls also begin to slowly understand this, and they're not stupid either, which I like. I mean, they make some dumb decisions. There are some characters in this that just make dumb character decisions.
Dumb.
Yeah, exactly. But you also have then differences between the two girls. Like Sophie Thatcher is way more street smart. She's a little more rough around the edges type of thing. Not to say that she's lesser than or anything else. She just has a different upbringing. Right. And so she brings a different view to her proselytization.
Okay.
Chloe East has grown up in the Mormon church. She has lots of brothers and sisters. She's way more trusting. She's way more eager to share her faith. And so she has naivete that prevents her from necessarily having all of those alarm bells on the back of her neck
Picking up
go
things
off.
that are happening.
Yeah. Now it's not like she never has them. She's not stupid or just, anything like that. It takes her a little bit longer because she's inherently more trusting that people who have expressed an interest in learning about the religion want to hear about the religion.
Right.
The dialogue in this is phenomenal. It's delivered in such a captivating way that it's laid out. There is so much exposition that we get that tells our story for us, that explains the thought processes, that presents all of these questions and complications. And yet I never felt like I was just being talked at.
Okay. That's great.
We're part of this conversation that's going on, and it's truly a dialogue exchange. I mean, while it's not nearly as emotionally intense as like Mass was, it still carries this huge amount of weight. Now, this is also because you have the whole atmosphere and tone of something is drastically not okay in this situation.
Would you class this as a horror or a thriller?
I would put it way more in the thriller area. There are some horrific elements to it.
Okay.
But more so, it's definitely just that edge of your seat type of movie that continues to ratchet up the tension and that anxiety so that you're like, oh gosh, no, don't do, run away.
Yeah.
The music, I don't even remember the score, but there's soundtrack within this. It's used really well because it becomes part of the dialogue.
Okay.
And so it fits there and it's just integral to that. But then the lack of sound, the lack of music, the lack of score also becomes blaringly loud and obvious. And it's really effective that way. One other thing that I really loved is the camera movements. There's some times where the camera in a single take, as dialogue is going on, the camera is working its way through this room. And what it's doing is it's moving in a circular pattern, but it's not just a pure circle. It's weaving around and stuff, but at its core is the two girls always.
Right.
So it's always focusing on them. And so as it goes around, sometimes it'll go behind them. So we just see their head, the back of their heads or their backs or something. And you can see Hugh Grant walking on the other side of that. Sometimes it's showing their face and the discomfort or the terror or the realization of what's going on, anything like that. It just became very enveloping. And there was one point too where a character looks at something and we don't get to see what it is. We only see their facial expressions and their bodily reactions to what they see. And it was aggravating and frustrating and beautiful all at the same time. Because I was like, damn it, show me what she saw. And yet I'm like, I don't know if I want to see what she saw because it's like I'm imagining all of these things because of our reaction. Talking about Naomi Scott and Smile 2, I think Hugh Grant really should be up for an award in this. I don't think he's going to be because, again, it's horror, thriller. They don't like to do these things, especially at the bigger awards. Yeah. But that's a shame because he does such a good job. Now, the two girls do. I'm not trying to discount them because they are integral to the story and they are just as powerful. Yeah. But him here, he's the driving force of this psychotic mess. And yeah. So put it on your list. Go watch it.
Worth watching at the cinema or should you wait for streaming?
Sorry, I had to cough there and then I put myself, it took you away and clicked the wrong button. I would go see this in the theater. I mean, you're not going to go wrong with VOD or anything like that, especially because you can control the environment. But it was kind of cool from an audience perspective and just a general, sense of being in the theater with other people, where ironically funny moments happen and people laugh. It's
Okay.
It's not, this is a joke and it's trying to make you laugh. I'm either very
it's weird and uncomfortable.
Yes, yes, and so we laugh, or Hugh Grant says something, or somebody gives a facial expression, and you're like, So
it's like when people watch Hereditary for the first time, and you get responses like, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, you will definitely not go wrong by watching this in the theater, but I can see also loving it at home because you can just, black out everything and, control your environment
really
there.
Get into it, yeah.
Yeah. For me, I'm not sure I would go like right immediately back to rewatching this.
Okay.
This is one that I think I would want a little bit of time, not a long time, not like I'm talking like a year or something like that, but like for me, okay, so I saw it in the theater. We know that probably in 2 months it's going to hit streaming at some point, some sort of VOD. Watching it then again, I think I would enjoy because now, having been able to sit on it, I can then look at some of the behaviors, listen to some of the other dialogue because I know where things are going and see what else I can pull from what's being said.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had fun with it.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Comments? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Tanuki. You watch Megalopolis, or as Jeremy John said, Megaflopolis. Started to understand how people with dementia must feel. I was kind of lost during the movie. I mean, just too stupid for this flick.
Comment.
Yeah, no, you're not too stupid for the movie. It's kind of all over the place a lot. It's very dreamlike. Ruben, you never went and saw it, did you?
No, I have no intention to watch it either.
It's I wouldn't have seen it had I not seen it at a screener. I did enjoy it. But no, not understanding it or just being lost does not make you stupid in this movie because it is kind of convoluted in certain areas. And then you also have some dreamlike settings and everything else. And it's just, yeah. So, Shiny, we already said hi, but yo, what's up?
What's
Let's see here. Michael Dorn played the president in Heroes. That was fun.
Oh, I loved Heroes. Oh, Hero Takamoto. Yeah.
Takamoto?
Takamoto? Yeah,
Nakamoto?
he was so
I didn't
good. Yeah.
Save the cheerleader. Save
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Just we didn't play on any of that. Have you seen the movie Street Kings? Chris
Yes.
Evans, Keanu Reeves. Really?
So good.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna have to see that then.
Have you seen Training Day, like they mentioned?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is same vibe, but
Okay.
yeah, it's great.
Nice. When is it from? Like Tanuki hasn't seen it either. Do you know?
Street Kings. Oh, it's
Street Kings.
It's a while.
It's old.
Yeah, and it's not massively old, but it's old.
2008.
Yeah.
Oh, it's also got Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
Interesting. Directed by David Ayer.
Yeah.
Who didn't he do? I mean, I know he did the Suicide Squad, so that he gets a bad rap for that. But didn't he do End of Watch?
I still want to see.
He did do End of Watch. Yeah. What?
I still want to see his cut.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting to
Not
see.
the studio cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, David Ayer is a good. End of Watch is great. Sabotage was good. Harsh Times was excellent.
Sabotage. What's Sabotage?
It's another very similar to Training Day film. It's got
Oh my gosh!
actually one of the better films you've seen of Schwarzenegger in it. You know, of his like latest batch.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I haven't seen that one either. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Heard that the Trap director's cut will have more than one concert in it since it's the director's daughter. I was believing you there for a second, General.
The special features is the whole concert.
Yeah. I'm glad that you enjoyed Trap. Ruben and I had discussed at one point a twist, and I wholeheartedly agree with Ruben that Shyamalan missed out on this twist that would have rocked everybody. I mean, it would have taken all the people who are like, to gone like, holy crap, I did not see that coming. And they didn't do it.
I really wish they had gone that way. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it though, General. That's good. Yep, Training Day was awesome. Halloween is over, but you're curious if you could pick just one Halloween movie to watch forever, which would it be? Okay, so Mode, are we talking like actual Halloween, like Michael Myers, or are we talking just horror movie?
I'm guessing he's saying horror movie, not
Okay.
as in the Halloween franchise.
Sure. Hereditary. And In the Mouth of Madness is a double feature that you can't separate.
Wow.
My rules, my...
I'd probably go with Babadook. Yeah.
Oh, good God. Seriously?
No.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Maybe I didn't even watch it this year, which is sacrilege. But my anthology horror series that I love. That's you have a little Sam. What's his name?
Oh, Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got 5 different stories in there, and they're all linked together. So yeah.
So good. Tanuki says Nightmare Before Christmas. There are very few movies that you can do for both seasons, and I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Hugh Grant is a great actor there. He can play a fun bad guy like in Paddington 2 and Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, you're right.
He's fantastic. He's a very diverse character. And the comment said, I'm so glad people got over the scandal.
Yeah.
My wife and I were talking about this last night. If we were to not watch actors...
Oh, Hugh Grant...
No, just actors based on their scandals. We wouldn't watch literally 80 to 90% of like those A-list actors or B-list actors. A large from producers, directors... Yeah, they've all been somewhat involved in dodginess. If you were to go, because they've done this in their life, I can't watch this movie. You have to separate art.
Yeah, well, and also he moved on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's some that they double down, and others go, "Oh, I made a mistake.
I
recognize it.
Reevaluate my life, and
Yeah, and make a change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Heretic gory? There are a couple of gory moments, but on the whole, no. It is. It's way more psychological than anything. For one of the biggest problems in modern Hollywood movies is they don't care about the characters. That Ruben and I have talked about this quite a bit. That there's.
Yeah. Which
they
is
rush
why
development.
I think Anora you will appreciate, because it's all character.
Well, and even Smile too. I mean,
absolutely, all character. Yeah,
it works so well because of that.
Yeah, there's a few diamonds in the rough.
Yeah. With the holiday season just around the corner, I have to ask, what's your all-time favorite Christmas movie to watch?
Oh gosh.
Oh man,
That's a tough one. I'm just gonna go Elf, so I'll watch that every year.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. So is Christmas Vacation. These are staples that we watch.
Even Home Alone 2, I think. No, Home Alone 1, because there's a president in Home Alone 2. Yeah,
a rapist, you mean? Yes, there's a rapist in number 1 and number 2.
Yes, there is.
That's a great one too. Yeah. I mean, what movie were we watching? Oh, You're Next, where it's adult Home Alone.
Oh yeah,
remember you?
So good. Die Hard.
absolutely. And we also had talked about Lethal Weapon, also a Christmas movie.
First, when is that Christmas movie? Yep.
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life, Chris.
No, not at all. Never. No. No.
You really don't like that movie.
I really do not like that movie. No. I love The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh, that's so good.
It's, I mean,
yeah. I mean, if it's not Elf, it'll probably be The Muppet Christmas Carol. And A Violent Night actually has become
it was fun.
a stable fun for me. Love Actually, I really like.
And then Love Hard.
And yeah, Love Hard.
The what was it? I was gonna
Gremlins.
Totally. That's not what I was thinking. White Christmas. I really enjoy White Christmas.
Okay. Yeah, that is good.
It's a little long, but I love the music and just the anyway.
How about Polar Express?
No.
A hot cup of chocolate.
What's that creepy animated Tom Hanks movie?
Yeah. No, please don't. The Holiday. Right.
Oh,
I love The Holiday.
That is
Possibly my favorite Jack Black movie.
I love him so much in that.
Yeah.
And I'm not a massive Cameron Diaz fan, but I really like her in this movie too.
She works so well as the fish out of water in an English cottage. Not really. She's used to much bigger. Falling for Jude's character.
Jude Law,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. On both sides of the pond. That's a great story.
Yeah, the dialogue is wonderful. That phone conversation where it's Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet and Jude Law.
Yeah.
Oh, back and forth. Yeah.
That cracks me up. I also love the story of the producer that Kate Winslet kind of.
Oh, yeah, with Ruben
like
Sewell.
Yeah, he's like this legendary old dude that everybody's just.
Old guy, yeah.
The old guy, yeah. Legendary writer, producer, director, yeah.
Yeah, not Ruben Sewell.
Not Ruben Sewell. Yeah.
No, he's the bad guy.
He's the one you love to hate.
Yes, absolutely. Tanuki, I don't know. Is that the name of a movie?
Amazon series.
I thought it was them.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yep. Badger. Hey.
Hey,
well,
Badger.
Don't be late next time, okay? Ruben, how was your jet lag?
Dude, it sucks. I'm sorry to say, this time around, I'm still recovering. Wait, I'm not recovered yet. Yeah, we're just our circadian rhythm. Like, it doesn't matter what time we get up. It's just like bedtime. Like, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure it'll fix itself. Yeah.
By next year.
Yeah.
Yep. Die Hard. Okay. Yep. Good one. Looking forward to Arcane season 2. Oh yeah, Badger. Yeah. Penguin. See, I still need to see that. How many episodes, Ruben, are there? Because it's not done yet, right?
It's 10. Yeah.
10. Okay.
Yeah, it's a long, chunky series. Might be 8, but I think it's 10.
Okay. I'm gonna wait to then go back, to it.
Oh man, once you start, you're not gonna want to. Yeah, it's so good.
I've seen some short little, like very short clips, and I'm like, ooh, this looks dark. And
it is dark. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. I love first season of Arcane and gonna watch it. Ooh. Viral verse. It's it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. 1966. That's a great one.
I don't understand Fireverse.
I don't either. I don't know that part, but that could have been a instead of pound or hashtag, it was an @ just a typo because viral verse. Hey Ruben, now that you're back in the UK after spending much time in the US, what's the one thing you're really missing from your American experience?
Milkshake.
There's a specific milkshake though, isn't there?
Yes, there is. It's called a Neapolitan. Has 3 flavors, all mixed into one, and it's like nectar of the gods. Also, I'm missing Buddy. Buddy was a good friend. Yeah.
Buddy loved to snuggle with you.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, okay. So the Neapolitan shake is from In-N-Out. It's not on the regular menu. You just ask for it. And yeah, it's strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla all swirled together. And it was funny because every time we went someplace, Ruben was like, "Are we near the milkshake place?"
It's like, hey, we're going past the milkshake, like, Rice.
Yeah. But my wife also, she's like, "I really want a milkshake. Does Ruben want a milkshake?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" He's been,
When doesn't Ruben want a milkshake?
yeah, he totally wants a milkshake. Let's go. So yeah. Oh, I'm glad you got to experience that. That's awesome.
My stomach does too.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the movie The Passenger from 2023? Oh, yeah, it's got Kyle Gallner in it. I have not seen it yet, but it's on a list that I do want to check out.
No, I haven't seen this either. Okay.
Ruben, also, what's one thing you loved in the U.S.? Well, probably the milkshake again, that you can't just find in the U.K. On the flip side, what's something you disliked about the U.S. that thankfully doesn't exist back home? That's a good question.
Yeah, great question. Well, there's sugar in everything. Everything is sweet, like everything.
I got the diabetes.
Yeah, like when we were talking, it was like, how do you not have diabetes in America? If you're on a budget, like normal people do, right? You have to buy normal food, and then it just has a variant of sucrose or something like that in it.
It is expensive to eat healthy in the United States.
Yeah, I don't miss that at all. What's the first question?
What's one thing you love? Yeah, that you just can't find. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, gosh, those mountains. We went to
Yosemite,
and there's nothing like that in the UK as far as I'm aware, because we haven't explored that much. But Yosemite was like, hey, look, there's some sky in the mountains, because there was more mountain than sky in places. Yeah, incredible.
Nice. We'll have to show our photo at some point. Act normal. More normal.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell. I enjoyed that one.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was wonderful in that movie, and I thought that it was even better to have Goldie Hawn also in it too, as Mrs. Claus.
My wife says I need to be a bit louder. Am I soft?
Not for me, but I don't know. So turn yourself up. Yeah.
I don't know how I can do it myself.
Yeah, I think if you go into settings, you can. Yeah. There's a.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool.
Okay.
Let me know if that's too loud now.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Keanu Reeves is great in the game Cyberpunk. First play, and really surprised how cinematic an experience it is. That means I need to start playing it because I bought it.
Plus, Idris Elba.
I know, but I haven't bought the DLC yet because, first off, it wasn't on sale. The base game was on sale when I bought it, and then I think I should have to play it before I buy the DLC.
Yeah,
even though
I would love to see game footage of that. Of you playing an open world 3D environment. It's gonna be so fun.
Oh, the twist that we discussed. Can't leave hanging. Which twist were we talking
Trap,
about?
I'm guessing. See, if we discuss that, I mean, it's out in VOD.
It's been out for a while. I
suppose we could. Yeah, you go ahead.
So we know right off the bat that Josh Hartnett is a serial killer. It would have been outstanding that when his wife calls the police, that she's actually in on the serial killing. Oh. And she continues on, but has him arrested, and they don't believe him.
Yeah.
Because you could just end right there and be like, Oh,
Yeah,
frick.
it'd be great.
And
Yep.
and
There's so
you
many
also-
variations. It could have been a family thing as well, like having the daughter pretend,
Oh.
but her being part of the, this is what we do as this family. we have each of us has dark passengers, and this is how we negate that.
Yeah. Well, and it would also, if you have the wife do that, it would negate the stupid ending of him in the van or the police, truck
yeah.
at the
Yeah,
end
yeah.
with getting out of the handcuffs there. We don't need that. I would much prefer him going and her smiling.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because what is he going to get? Facial reconstruction surgery? Everybody knows who he is and what he looks like now. Are we saying that he got away? Like,
Yeah.
anyway.
Really enjoyed Smile. Haven't seen the sequel yet, but although not very original, is very well executed. The realism and the anxiety acting, superb. Yeah. I think number 2 is pretty original.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're going to be surprised. If you like the first one, I think you'll be surprised with the second one.
Do I greet people at Christmas time? And if so, do I say happy holidays or something else? You know what? It's actually really funny because on Halloween, kids would come and they would do the trick or treat and everything. And my wife was ribbing me because I was saying take care to the kids as they left. And she was like, why don't you say happy Halloween to them? And I was like, because I don't say that. I don't say happy holidays to people. I don't say Merry Christmas to people. I don't say happy Thanksgiving, happy Hanukkah, happy New Year. I don't say any of that crap to people. I mean, if prompted, sure, maybe. But more often than not, it's, yeah, you too. It's never been me. I've never, that's not something that I have.
Basically, because he's a humbug. And,
Yeah.
humbug.
Tell me about your most disappointing movie experience of 2024. And of course, the one that absolutely blew you away. I don't know if it's the worst for me while you think, Ruben, but when I went to see Strange Darling, my wife and I bought tickets to an early screening of that.
Yeah.
And it had a Q&A at the end. Yeah. All during the movie, all during the movie, though, the jackwad sitting next to me talked through the movie. Like, they almost got punched in the throat. I was just so pissed. And then the Q&A comes on afterwards, and they absolutely shut up. Like, there's no talking at all.
Brilliant.
What the frick just happened here? Yeah. Do you have one for disappointing?
I don't think so. I mean, there's been a lot of disappointing movies. Are we talking about the experience or the movie itself?
Movie experience. So that could be either the movie or the, I guess, or just the atmosphere.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of movies that disappointed me this year. It's hard to, really pin one down. Let's see. Time Cut. There you go. That's just straight off the bat.
Oh, good
That's
God.
probably
That
the
was
worst film I've seen this year.
Terrible movie.
Yeah. So awful. Horrible. How dare you even try to be a timey-wimey movie? Do better.
Yes. Especially with all the time they had to fix things. Yeah. While it was not the best movie that I have seen this year, I did go into San Francisco with my oldest to the screening of Deadpool and Wolverine, and we saw it in IMAX. And so that was fun. That was just,
awesome.
So that's it's all of it together because it was fun. We're watching it on a giant screen, and I got to spend time with my oldest, where I don't always get to spend that kind of dedicated time.
That's
with
so
him.
good.
So,
yeah, if you get to see IMAX with that sort of movie, it makes it worth it.
Fun, huh?
Yeah. I think like something like we watched Smile. I think that experience was really good because we, friends all experiencing the same horror together.
All jumping at the exact same time.
Yeah.
All right. Does Heretic or The Substance contain jump scares? I don't remember any jump scares in The Substance.
I don't think there were jump scares. No.
And Heretic, no. I mean, there's a couple of moments that will make you kind of move just a little bit, but they're not designed as actual jump scares. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on Substance, there's no jump scares, but the last 40 minutes is a body horror gore fest. So, like, just be warned. Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of character building, I liked Lashana Lynch in The Day of the Jackal. Oh my gosh. Yeah. They show how hard it is to manage a good family life with being in the force duty. Yeah. And she like emoted well. Like you felt that tug that she had and the frustration and
Yeah.
Can be watching The Substance tonight. Is it a fun movie? Yes.
Fun is relative. Yeah. Maybe eat dinner before or after. Not during.
And I'm not sure. Probably before, because you may not feel like it after.
Yeah.
Because there are some
gnarly scenes.
some of those food moments too.
Some
are just,
great ASMR that will make you queasy.
Like got some trauma from that.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay, so Niket started binging The Penguin. Oh, all the episodes are released now. Oh,
nice. Okay.
Cool. All right. Colin Farrell giving quite the Tony Soprano vibe in as Penguin. Okay, don't tell me that because I don't like Tony Soprano. So,
it's yeah. If Sopranos was in Gotham, sure, might have that feeling. But I like the character, much more relatable. Yeah.
The Penguin.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That means I will enjoy it more. Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. I have not seen that.
I haven't seen that either.
Oh, Elf is great. Spirited was flawed, but fun in parts. Especially when they did like some of the outtake stuff. I really enjoyed seeing that. Yep, Gremlins. See, Tanuki agreeing with you there, Ruben. Best Indian Bollywood movie you've ever seen. RRR.
Yeah, I can't watch RRR. I find it quite depressing, actually. It's a really sad story. There are a lot of moments that are really dark. So as much as I enjoyed it, like I don't gravitate towards going back towards it. However, that movie I watched recently, 21, what the hell? It's that big Indian blockbuster movie.
Oh, I know
Huge.
what you're talking about.
It's on Netflix now.
I didn't enjoy it as much as you did.
Oh, did you watch it?
I did. Yeah, I watched it like that weekend that it had hit Netflix.
And you didn't enjoy
I
it?
just was like, it's okay.
Okay.
Like I think I had more fun with
What was it called?
I don't remember, something AD.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean another depressing movie, but Major is phenomenal.
Oh, Major's great.
Yeah. I don't think this is considered Bollywood because it's Punjabi and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mean any disrespect in that, but television from like 2 years ago. Like I can't find it anywhere now. I saw it in the theater and absolutely adored it.
Oh yeah. I really like the Spyverse, even though I know they're not particularly great films. They're so balls to the walls, 90s action movie, and it feels like India never moved out from the. So the whole Spyverse Indian movies, I'm sure you've seen a few of them.
Is that the one of them with On the Train?
Yeah.
That was great. I've watched that several times actually.
Yeah.
Well, and also, what was that other one with the old dude? And like halfway through or third of the.
There's Pathan.
Yes, that's the one that I'm talking about.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Ek the Tiger. Yeah. War. Yeah.
Yeah. Vikram.
Vikram is great. Yeah.
That's so much fun with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been some really great ones. I slipped and you hided my. Oh, maybe that was the they. Is that what that was?
They.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Twist is amazing, but it would take out of Josh's character of being able to live two lives, being cold-hearted and clear-minded. Sure, but I mean, having them work together, yes, dual lives that way, having to hide it from his wife, but he would still have to be normal out in the real world.
Yeah, and for his daughter as well, if she wasn't a part of it. So both mom and dad have alter egos.
Yeah. Hashtag can of worms. Don't know what that is, but Gremlin's great. Any fave Christmas fantasy horror movies that you often watch? Better Watch
Krampus.
Out. Oh, Krampus is good too. Yeah. Better Watch Out. That's
good.
What was the one that you had me? Rare Exports.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
That's fun. That's
Yeah.
fun. Oh, Doll, you're welcome. Okay, so your boyfriend doesn't like jump scares, and we're going to see The Substance next week. Well,
Right.
Hope you enjoy it. And yeah, no, it's gonna. Wow, that's you're in for something. Best TV character of all time.
Good Lord, that would take months and months of working out their characters in TV and then breaking them down and saying why it's Mel from Firefly.
See, I'm gonna go villain. I'm gonna go TV villain, and I've got two.
Okay,
Number one, Alice Morgan from Luther.
nice.
Number two, Villanelle from
Oh, good call.
what
Flipping British TV series, serial killer.
Killing Eve.
Killing Eve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those
That's
two
a
are
great character. Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah. Best though, like if I was going like protagonist, hero, I don't know.
Quite often than not, the protagonists are the weaker characters compared to the side characters because they have to be. Everybody needs to relate to them in some way, so they almost need to be able to put your personality onto that character while you're watching. Then it's the side characters that are normally fleshed out, and there you have a little bit of story formula for you.
Buffy. Okay.
Yeah, Buffy's pretty cool.
Kalki 2120.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. And Andre said it was meh too. Yeah, I didn't see
I agree the film is meh, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know if that
Okay.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that does make sense. Maybe I had built it up too much because I had seen so many people like just raving about it that when I watched it, I was just kind of like, okay. I just compared to the other ones that I had seen, that one was Xena.
Ooh, Xena. Xena and Hercules were like quintessential Sunday afternoon watching or something. They used to play like new episodes of them.
Did you ever watch Roar on Fox? It was one season. It was like mystical type of thing. Heath Ledger.
Really?
Young Heath Ledger.
Young Heath Ledger. Okay.
I loved that show, and they canceled
Just
it.
cancel it after one.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, yeah. Film recommendation: Udta Punjab. I don't know if Udta Punjab is the name or if it's just Udta and it's Punjabi, but okay. Haven't heard that, but yes. Which movie or series can you watch over and over without getting tired of it? IT Crowd.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. IT Crowd and Supernatural.
Luther.
Yeah.
Movie for me is Martian and Ford v Ferrari. Those are on
Fifth
continuous.
Element.
Nice.
I'm sure there's a few others. But yeah.
What up, Red Comet? How are you? only thing new this week that you saw was Shrinking on Apple TV.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I just said new. That's all.
Just new.
Ruben, have you started that yet, Ruben? Season 2?
No.
Okay. Badger was watching Agatha all along. Definitely getting worse. You know what's so funny is that people said that, like they enjoyed it at the very beginning, then didn't like it, and then said the ending was wonderful.
Well, what I was, I mean, I totally agree with that. I started watching it, and we were like, oh, that's actually better than I thought it was going to be. And in the middle, I was like, ugh, really? And then then I left to go and visit you, and Disney on their official Facebook page spoiled the ending, the main reveal. And I was like, fuck's sake, come on. So, yeah.
Kill. That was fun.
That was fun, yeah.
The violence was wonderful. Red Comet did not like Agatha, but thought She-Hulk and Moon Knight were better. I really enjoyed She-Hulk. And Moon Knight was awesome, too. And Jake was telling us that Moon Knight, the season 2... Yep.
Yeah.
Have we seen Sleepless from 2017? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. Agatha All Along was really good. Had no expectations. See, I mean, that's... I love the variety that we all have, too. You know what I mean?
We can like different things.
And still be friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except hide an assassin.
You have to watch the have to watch this live again to write down your answers to my previous question. What movie is an absolute must-see this year? Did we say?
I don't. We said what's.
Oh, new question. Yeah. New question. Which movie is an absolute must-see this year? Okay, that's the new question.
Okay. What's still coming, or because we're almost at the end?
We are almost at the end. I mean, gosh, there's wow.
I definitely want to see Nosferatu.
Yes, but I mean,
and Red One. That looks amazing.
You're kidding, right? Please say you're kidding. Please say you're kidding. Oh gosh, please. Terrible. Gosh, The Substance, Strange Darling, Long Legs.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, Civil War. Abigail was a ton of fun.
I would say Civil War is probably my number one film of the year so far.
Okay, I can respect that.
Conclave.
Oh my goodness. That is...
There's a character movie that I absolutely loved.
That you did love. Yeah. Standing. Okay.
The Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim.
Rohirrim? Yeah.
Yeah. It's an anime, and it's got Lord of the Rings.
That's like everything for you.
I mean, it's everything I love.
Oh, that'll be good. I really hope it's good for your sake.
Me too. Yeah,
because that's going to be devastating blow just all the way around.
So much. I was like, oh no.
Oh, good evening, Son of Soils. Hi. Okay, Red Comet not getting the hype around the penguin.
There's no hype. It's just good. Forget the hype. Watch goodness.
Oh, thoughts on Monster Summer 2024. I think you're going to be talking about that. Maybe.
I am going to be talking about that.
Okay. For the Bunny Dojo, The Wild Robot.
Nice.
Haven't seen it yet, but yes.
We really got to get on that.
We do, yeah. Red Comet finds Penguin monotonous, retracing familiar steps other shows have done in the past.
Ouch. Speak your truth.
Easiest way to pronounce Rohirrim is to neigh like a Rohirrim horsey.
What?
Rohirrim. Do that again?
No. One time.
One time was it, huh?
One time Phoebe.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Ruben, let's go back to our stuff. We'll come back and talk with everybody later.
Yeah. All right, so I want to talk about I was gonna say Heretic. No, Hysteria.
Ooh.
Did you get round to watching the final episode?
I did. Okay, yes.
Cool. So this show, I think it felt like it had no real marketing. It was just suddenly out. All the episodes were out, and it has one of my favorite actors of all time, but he's also not playing the comedy Evil Dead character that he plays in a lot of other things, like in Bubba Hotep, the Evil Dead movies, Ash versus the Evil Dead. He just plays a kind of straight-laced sheriff, and I really like that for him. It was great seeing him in like a normal, very real role. But Hysteria it feels like it's a little bit Stranger Things, a little bit horror, but also a little bit Crucible. And
very much so, yeah.
I loved the conversation this movie spawned with my wife and I afterwards. Because the title's there, the story's there about these people. They think in the time of, what was it, late 90s?
No, late 80s, early 90s there.
Late 80s, early 90s. Okay, so it has that nostalgic feel to it. But also, it's the time when America went mad once again and thought, every kid was into Satanism, and Satanism hysteria was around. And that trickled over even to South Africa and UK. Like it spawned so much people into early cartoons. X-Men is evil, Pokemon is evil, all that kind of stuff. So this centers around that, with a town that has a band. And this band is responsible for Satan coming into their town and possessing and influencing a bunch of people with markings, hives, possession. So
Satanic
we think
panic.
Yeah, and then we have these weird kidnappings going along the way. So it's a wild ride. But at the core is actually what is Hysteria. That's the theme around it. And the conversation, like I was mentioning at the beginning, it's like, man, we do still have so much hysteria, just disguised as different things. If you look at any religion nowadays, there's a lot of how people get hysteria. I'm talking about if you go into proper Bible bashing groups of like big churches, and you have those guys that walk around and wave their Bible in front of people, and hundreds of people fall over and then start shaking or laughing for hours. I'm not saying all of that is fake. I don't know. I can't speak to that. But what I can say, there's a lot of the zeitgeist of people get into something and believe something.
Yes.
If two or more people believe in something, suddenly that starts. That's very popular right now. Is you gotta think it. You gotta breathe it into reality. What's the saying, Chris? I forget. Whatever. It's very similar. It's like if you think it, you concentrate on it.
Just the manifest.
Yeah, manifest. Yeah, there's a very popular thing on TikTok and Twitter and all the Instagram. All the young girls are like, kind of manifest your destiny. You can see a bunch of people. So this series, although it's set in the late 80s, early 90s, is taking those themes that we know and we can relate to and that we see in day-to-day life, but then centers on a trio of youngsters that have a fantastic band. They're really talented. Like, I really enjoyed their music. I was like, holy crap, I'd buy that album.
Absolutely.
And of course, the town centers on them as being the evil ones, and we have the same kind of tropes that you'd get from these stories. The young man wants to be involved with a girl that he's been pining over for ages. We have various storylines that has real drama, Stranger Things sort of drama, but at the core of it was hysteria, and it's filtered through very well. I love some of the camera techniques to show us what a person is feeling in that hysteria or in that supernatural zone. There's a click that goes, and then it's just like red screen, and our person is like, help me. it's edited well, and it keeps you guessing. And I would say for this as a one and done, I hope they leave it as a one and done. They could do more, but I think it's good as a one story. But that 8th episode, I'm so glad I watched it. It makes the whole season worthwhile watching. Even though I enjoyed it immensely, every episode was very, very entertaining. But that last episode is when kind of shit hits the fan and all the stories kind of work themselves out. What did you think?
Yes, I agree. It was funny because my wife really wanted to watch it, and I was just kind of on the fence. I was like, whatever. Especially because, like you said, Peacock did no marketing of this.
Yeah.
At least that I saw. There was nothing in any of my circles on social media or anything else where I saw this popping up. And so I was just like, I mean, I watched parts of it while she was watching it. I was like, oh, I'm digging the music and stuff like that. This is cool.
Yeah.
But I then got hooked in it. And the story as it unfolds, you said it, the Crucible. I mean, the Salem witch trials that, the Red Scare that we experienced in America, with the McCarthyism, all of these things. I mean, it just shows how people are willing to turn on each other because of this mass delusion almost,
Yeah.
Somebody gets it in their head and that influences somebody else. And people who absolutely know that this is not true hop on board because they want to be part of that or don't want to miss out or anything like that. And they get influenced. And I was totally digging the songs as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I thought Bruce Campbell was wildly funny in a very dry way. He's, he was not telling jokes, but his delivery, some of it being mildly sarcastic or just very witty or, pointed, it made me laugh because that's my demented sense of humor also. So, so I got that. You're right. The climax too. I loved the building of the story. And I mean, it centers around a murder. And that's intriguing in and of itself.
Yeah.
And you get to watch how some people take advantage of a persona that has been either put out into the zeitgeist or thrust upon them, even though they may not have chosen that at the first, and then they choose to embrace that. And we get to see that and what that does, because why do people react in certain ways like that? Why do people choose to go against something that maybe is inherent to them? Like it's completely opposite of their character, and yet the desire to fit in or the desire for what they might be able to get overrides all of that conflict within themselves. And so I loved the character areas of this as also. It's chunky, but it's easy to binge.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was an unusual character. There's a female character that you love to hate. Like, there's a couple of female characters that you love to hate in this. Not necessarily the good guys in this series. There's a young female actress that I thought played her part really well, because the audience instantly knows not to trust this person, but the young dude that's enamored with her can't see past it, and at the same time his friends can see who she is. But it's like hormones for a young man that is in love with this particular character, and it's frustrating, but it's so fun to watch when they do that, because they're going to do the wrong thing.
Oh, yeah.
At the cost and the detriment to what's going on in their life. But great storytelling that way. Again, a number of characters that you love to hate in this one.
Well, and I love the friendship between our main three. The drummer of the band. Because one's a theater nerd, one's a goth, and one's a nerd or a geek.
Yeah.
And they're all three the social outcasts outside of the popular sphere, right? The ones who they just don't fit in. and yet they have this great bond together and this great friendship that's still not without conflict.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it works really well because they're real characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This was a fun watch. I hope we get more of this. I hope more people catch on to this series because of the marketing has been, so lackluster for this. Maybe they didn't have a lot of hope for it, but I was really surprised by this. Yeah.
And it came out right near Halloween, which was also perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have anything else on my list of the best of. Do you have anything else?
No, I have one that is not the worst, but like in the middle of.
Okay. What's that?
That was Monster Summer.
Okay. What is this?
So,
I don't know what this is.
Okay, so this is I would say it's like a Goosebumps movie. So I'm just bringing it up so I get the names right. It's... Okay, synopsis is, when a mysterious force begins to disrupt their big summer fun, Noah and his friends team up with a retired police detective to embark on a monstrous adventure to save their island. It's a PG-13. It's an hour and 37 minutes. There's a lot of pluses to this film that work. And there's a lot of negatives to this film that just doesn't work. I'm very surprised at the Rotten Tomato ratings for this because it's I think quite high for the critics and then really high for the audience. So I don't know where this movie is, what demographic this movie is trying to be, because the script feels like it was written by a 60 or 70-year-old person that wrote the script like, this is how teens talk, right? There's a particular moment when one of the kids is angry with our detective and shouts, jerk, at the kid. And this is late 90s, and it was like, jerk. And I was just like, that just doesn't feel right. Like something like what they would say in that. Like it's like, unless they're from the 1940s, like, or a small town, which this is, and totally secluded and like brought up strictly for sure, then that could be a thing. But so the script it feels very Disney. It feels very towing the line, not really wanting to push the boundaries of like a PG-13, even though it is a scary sort of story. And it's very much Erie, Indiana movie episode of the week. But the thing is, we have Mel Gibson as the detective, and he doesn't phone it in. Like, it's not just a paycheck. He absolutely gives it all, his all into this role, and you believe him. He's a broken man that's lost he's like got a broken marriage. There's something horrific that happened to his son, and so he's a grumpy old detective that the kids are scared of, and it has sort of stories. There's like buried kids in the backyard sort of thing. When a reclusive detective man nobody knows about or sees, all these kind of stories kind of pipe up. But then there's this go back and forth between our main protagonist, this young kid, who's very much like one of the Stranger Things kids. And that story is very relatable. And then in the last 20-30 minutes of the film, it's pretty scary and quite real. Yeah. And so like you sit with the padding of as the story, because I clicked and I thought, it must be halfway, and I was only a third of the movie in, and I thought, oh, okay.
Oh
dear.
that doesn't bode well.
But the movie really picks up. Like halfway into the movie, you understand the motivations. You understand it's definitely paint by numbers for the most part, but then it has the balls, I guess, to be darker in places, which is why it feels like it has a bit of an identity crisis, because at times the scripting feels very like it's written by an old person who doesn't know what kids actually spoke about or how they talked. And yet there are moments where character really works. Mel Gibson's character absolutely carries this film. Like, I was like, yes, I remember Mel Gibson. He's good. It's like, oh, I'm so surprised he's in this movie, sort of thing. Because I don't know, a lot of people like this film. I don't think it's nearly as good as they are saying it is, but it is an enjoyable watch if you put it alongside the Goosebumps movie, which I enjoyed.
So having the right expectation
for sure
on this is okay. So don't go in expecting masterpiece, but I mean, is it like, I think here in the US it's on VOD, so worth it for VOD, or should I wait until it's actually on streaming?
I think it comes out to VOD next week. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I think rentable. I wouldn't buy it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. No, I think I saw. This was in the theaters earlier in October here, but I don't think it was there for very long.
I saw a lot of people talking about this, but it didn't get a cinematic release here.
Honestly, my hesitation, and I'm glad that you addressed it, is seeing Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Because I'm not fully on board with all his stuff. So not his movies, just his
Oh, no, what he is.
Exactly.
Life. Again, putting the art aside.
Exactly. Do you want to go to our the thing we watched together?
I need to. I've swallowed some tablets and I feel like they're stuck, so I'm gonna grab some water. So
okay. I'll go to the comments then.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, well, I lost my thing there. Okay, going back here. Let's see here. I don't remember what we were talking about it. Red comment, but there you go. Impeccable horror. Oh, that was for Ruben. Okay, and Ruben's not even here to see that. I'll have to go back to that. Why Abigail? I just had a lot of fun with that. I think all of the characters, but specifically, well, no, not specifically. I mean, each of them have some wonderful moments. Like Kevin Durand, I thought he was just awesome in this likable enforcer. Like he had heart to him. Dan Stevens is just, I mean, you love to hate him, but he's just dryly funny also. I mean, he's very witty and angry. And so for me, that's what I liked. I liked also that it's radio silence and it's part of we're talking about Abigail, that it's part of this universe that they're building. And especially because I loved Ready or Not, that this works. Ruben, Red Comet was saying you had an impeccable horse impression. So, okay.
Sorry, I'm chewing apple to try and move the tablet.
That's fine. You want to go to the...
Oh, you want to talk about the movie that we...
Yeah, and then we can go back to the comments.
Okay.
So we watched a movie. Now, this has been a while for me since I've seen it, but I just found out today that it was a first-time watch for you, Ruben. This is from 2007. It stars Andy Samberg, Isla Fisher, Jorma Taccone, Ian McShane, Bill Hader, Danny McBride, Will Arnett, Sissy Spacek, Chris Parnell. It is the glorious Hot Rod.
The cast is insane.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You have stuntman Rod Kimball, who is Andy Samberg. He wants to be a professional stuntman. He views himself as a professional stuntman. He is wildly not a professional stuntman at all.
No, he's terrible.
So, yeah. And because of an illness, a medical emergency that his stepfather needs to have paid for, he sets up a scheme to raise money so that by jumping 15 school buses, kind of Evel Knievel style.
One more
there.
than Evel Knievel.
Evel Knievel, yes. the reason I had given two options to Ruben, because this week was I needed something happy, I needed something distracting, I needed something that I knew I already enjoyed, but also something that I hadn't seen in a while that was going to put a big smile on my face. And so Ruben and I chose Hot Rod. Excellent choice. What did you think about it?
I loved it. I'd seen trailers for this before, and I was like, this film looks so stupid. I'm not going to enjoy this at all. Problem is, this film is stupid. 100%. Yes. Every time it does something serious, it'll come in with a really over-the-top gag. The thing that I think that works is who they've chosen to be in those roles, because Andy Samberg is just lovable in as a Hot Rod. You are rooting for him, even though the stunts he's doing are ridiculous, and the moped that he's on has no power to do any of the stunts that he's trying to do. No wonder he always fails. And then let's get the person that is the most serious actor, has the most presence on screen ever, Ian McShane, to be the dad. And let's have them beat the crap out of each other to show how we show love. And there are moments like it was like, okay, so there's actually storylines in here. There is the son who wants to be acknowledged by the father to say, you are a man, you've done well. There is the trying to raise money. That's the storyline. And there's also the love interest. And, of course, the love interest is going out with the douchiest douchebag ever played by...
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett. Who just plays such a...
Babe, no.
My wife was like, why is he still going on? It's like, they take a gag, make it funny, and then it keep going, and it's unfunny, and then come back around until it's funny again. It's so stupid. like I keep coming back. My mind goes, I know this is stupid, but the way they are bringing it around, they're not like overacting. They're just being stupid characters. But there's enough love of the story. There's enough momentum in the story, raising money to save the dad who is sick, to root for the love story, to root for him to actually be a stunt guy that, makes something of himself. There's all of that. And so that's enough for me to watch while I'm watching the ridiculous shenanigans and very quotable scenes that there are in here. Because, like you mentioned, all those actors that are in here are great themselves, especially when it comes to comedic timing. And some of the dry comedy that you get from what they do, like, it's like, what am I going to do now? Who am I going to build ramps for? It's just brilliant. It's like, okay,
I've been drinking green tea all day. You bring the demons out of me.
Yes. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great.
Oh, I'm so glad. I mean, I didn't watch this for the longest time either, because first off, I'm not a massive Andy Samberg fan. And then the movie looked just stupid.
Yeah.
And you're right, it is stupid. It has so many elements of Napoleon Dynamite in this, of the something happens or they're going along in the story, and then we just cut, like just a hard cut to something absolutely ridiculous. And you're like, what? And then they're back to the story. And you're like, oh, okay, I'm not sure this makes sense, but yes, it does. The interactions, I think, just are so good. The timing and the quotability of this movie. I mean, like if somebody introduces themselves, it is almost automatic that if my family is around, one of us are going to say, my name is Dave and I like to party. No, you don't party.
No, you don't party.
Kevin, I know for a fact you don't party.
Okay, let's party.
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, just even the initiation that Rod does for Denise, Isla Fisher, to join the crew. What? I mean, he's this man-child. And my favorite scene, though, hands down, every single time, is when he, Jorma Taccone, Bill Hader, and Danny McBride are walking as they're getting ready to go to the jump, and the song starts building, and first off, the song is amazing. I mean, the music. No, I'm pretty sure it's Europe.
Oh, Europe. Okay.
Yeah, the music is wonderful in this all the way through. The soundtrack is just great, but you have them this building of this song and everything, and the drama that's around it, where you have some people just staring off into the sky and singing along, and people in the background singing. I mean, it's like a Les Miserables type of thing, and then it changes abruptly. Like, what in the crap? And
I don't understand why that scene changes at all. It makes no sense.
But then you get a visual punchline right after that, with them standing around talking and Danny McBride holding something, which is so great, because he's like, yeah, I just don't understand people that take advantage of a situation like that. It's just sad, there was, what was it? Complete train of thought just derailed there. I think, well, I don't know. I mean, going back to the quotability, like there are so many scenes within this that I think just like it's gold in all of these little chunks slammed together then. I know what I was going to say. Not only does this borrow or emulate Napoleon Dynamite, but then you have like Footloose, right?
Oh, the Footloose scene is brilliant.
And then you combine it with a scene that happens in Black Sheep with Chris Farley. But again, they double down on that. Like, they take it and they make it funny, and then they make it funnier because it just keeps going.
Yeah.
The gag is just, this is a happy movie for me. This is a very happy place, and one that first off I went into hesitantly and didn't want to watch, to becoming one of those non-guilty pleasure movies that I just, minimum once a year have to put this on, sometimes more than that, just because it's so fun, so ridiculous, so silly.
I've been reading some of the comments in reflection to this movie, and you can see a red comment is like, Rod Kimball, you look pretty, Denise. What? Rod Kimball, I said you look shitty. Good night.
Yes. Yeah. Right. That's sorry, I'm trying to find that actual one. But
that's like the last one. Yeah.
There's no tool in this pool. I mean, oh gosh. Yeah. See, babe. Oh, yeah. But real men actually grow them. I have a hormone disorder, Frank. Yeah. Oh, I'd rather die than live in a world where I can't kick your ass. I mean, it's just so. Yeah.
Do you not watch the 9-9?
I have. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is really funny, and I think as an ensemble cast, that's what makes it work so well.
Yes. Yeah. It kind of works. Ensemble makes this work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, even like Bill Hader calling Andy Samberg in the middle of the night to take him to the hospital, and them, like, from a continuity standpoint, I really appreciated that as we watch Rod driving him, Rod's hair is all messed up because he's been asleep. You know what I mean? Like, the whole side is just like, and you're like, okay.
Hospital? No.
Trash can. So I was like tripping balls, man, and I got on my banana board.
Piece of metal in his head. So good.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm glad that you enjoyed this. This is so good. Okay. Well, since we're in the comments, let's just go back to all of them. How's
let's
that
just
sound?
go back to them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Badger was saying, or Red Comment was telling Badger, The Substance is the grossest film seen in 20 years, and it's in the top 10 of best films this year, though. Do love body horror. Cronenberg being my favorite. Oh, yeah. Well, if you like Cronenberg, then you're going to enjoy this because this
Yeah,
is...
for sure.
Yeah, see, yeah, completely a Cronenberg film. Have we seen many European horror movies? Dario Argento. Yes.
Some?
Do you like
Yeah.
Dario Argento?
I don't know what a Dario Argento is.
He's the one who did Suspiria, the original Suspiria, and
Oh,
all
yeah.
the Giallo films. Yeah. There's some that I've dived into that haven't been awesome, but they encapsulate that era and the just the filmmaking style, and so I can appreciate those. More of the modern ones, I think I enjoy more. You know, and I have seen now 4 of the French extremity films. So High Tension, phenomenal. Frontiers, it's okay, it's not bad. Martyrs was pretty good. Inside, whoa. I'm probably in the minority there that I like Inside way more than Martyrs. And I think it is like, I was so tense in that. Martyrs, I kind of like, for the first part of it, I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. And then I'm like, ooh, that's, yeesh. So, yeah.
Okay.
I have not seen the Dirty Grandpa movie.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't want to.
No. Movies and Munchies is one of the best movie. Oh, doll, thank you. I'm always one of them prefer to hear a review from. Well, thank you. Also check out Ruben, Ruby Tuesday, because he's got great insights, and his new format that he's been doing is awesome. So, especially if you like also world cinema, animation, anime. Because I don't do anime really. I am doing Arcane though,
Not
but
really.
that's
That's just art.
Yes, exactly. We're gonna watch. Red Comet was gonna watch the movie Apprentice, but then I realized I have to see that orange thing. His supporters call a face for the next 4 years, so I passed. Yeah, good call. I was contemplating seeing it also, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm sure Sebastian Stan is wonderful, but I live in America, and no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the best series that Son of Soils watched this week was the Thai horror mystery series, Don't Come Home.
Interesting. So, okay.
Because you had started. Is that the one you started?
Yeah, I just started, and like the special effects, I was like, ugh. So I guess it gets better.
Maybe the story is what
Maybe the story
becomes
drives it,
grip, and it kind of overshadows the rest of.
Yeah.
Have we watched the series The Bequeathed? It's from the same director of Hellbound and Parasite the Grey.
Oh, I don't know. Loved Hellbound first season.
Season 1, yeah.
The Parasite the Grey was excellent.
I have seen The Bequeathed. Yes. I remember enjoying this. I don't know if I actually did a review. But yeah, it's good because it is a great mystery thriller. So, and you've got like family junk all woven through in it. So the drama's
Nice.
good. Yeah. Going back to Mel Gibson, his Hacksaw Ridge is the most hopeful war film I've ever seen.
That's excellent.
It is a really good movie, yeah.
Andrew Garfield, man.
Oh, he did such a good job in that. And it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
Did I ever see Legion? Is Legion the vampire one? Or is that the Strain?
No, that Legion is the vampire movie. Legion, the TV series, is got Dan Stevens? Yeah. Yeah.
Best comic book. Okay. No, I have not seen that.
Yeah, it's excellent. You don't even need to call it a comic book series. It's
just excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Really like The Day of the Jackal till now. Eddie Redmayne is good. Oh yeah. Oh good. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Did you watch all 5 episodes that dropped? Because it just keeps getting better. So, yeah. Okay, we've already hit red comments. Hot Rod quotes. If someone, not not Badger, were to accidentally press the dislike button, then hit like, then unlike, then dislike, then like again, does pressing the dislike button undo the dislike or just stop?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Why are you hitting the dislike button, even accidentally? You know, I think, and Ruben and I had talked about this. You know, the whole argument for the dislike button being that it's supposed to give creators on YouTube feedback that an audience doesn't like something in the video, but it's so generic and there's nothing. It just says thumbs down. Did you not like the content that I was putting out?
Me? Or was it the story? You actually don't like the movie, not my content.
Yeah, we think that there should be like a pop-up type of thing. Why didn't you like this? That then gives us as creators feedback. Because if you said, I don't like your voice, well, there's nothing I can do about that. But
yeah, it's like sometimes I don't like your beard, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what am I going to do with that? But if there's good constructive criticism that could use to be improved, I would love the thumbs down, but it doesn't do anything. And the thumbs up only helps the algorithm. That's all that does. So if you are watching this and you have not yet, please do give a thumbs up, just because that does help the algorithm. But Badger, just stop. Oh, you've been watching. Oh, Larry Lunch. I love that name, Larry Lunchbox. Been watching since 2020. Remember when 10,000s? Yeah, don't go back and watch those early videos because those are not reviews.
I did.
I know you did, and stop. I'm going to go back and watch yours. But you have to suck at the beginning.
You do. Yeah.
And I sucked for quite a while. You know, and sometimes I still suck. So I'm thankful for any growth. Yeah. Best thing we watched this week, The Expanse. Oh yeah, The Expanse season 1 and 2.
So good. That's good TV right there, man.
I still need to watch it. And all of this, the whole show is out now, so I can sit down and binge it.
Excellent. Yeah.
There's really no excuse for me other than time.
There isn't. No, other than time.
Yeah. And it's on Amazon, I think, so I can literally watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to carve that out.
Family.
Sorry, we're stupid.
Wow.
Speaking of old videos, we need that crispy review while changing scenes.
Speaking of old videos, we need that crisp review while changing scenes. I don't know what that means.
Which like you want to see an old video? We can't do that. That's terrible. Oh, General, let us know. Let us know some more context with that. I don't exactly know what you're referencing. Okay, Ruben, do you want to hit up do you have anything else other than like what we're looking forward to, the thing that we're looking forward to this week?
No, just that.
Yeah. Okay. What are you looking forward to this week?
That's a good question.
Like, I'm not looking forward to Red 1.
Ooh, Silo. That's going to be my one.
Ah, okay.
Season
Good
2.
call there. Good call. There is a movie coming out. It's going to, I don't know how widespread it's going to be. It's called A Real Pain. And it's got Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg. Is that who's in it? I watched it at Sundance a long time ago.
Did you say Macaulay?
Yeah, Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg. And basically what it is it's these two cousins who are wildly different in their approaches to life. They, their grandmother has died, and they both loved her. And so they go on a tour of Poland just to kind of honor her memory. And it's it's them, again, a very character-driven story here, because it's we get all of the personality clashes, the philosophical complications, while also showcasing like their upbringing a little bit, or at least how they arrived at this spot, and a real pain.
Okay.
Like it's let me see here. I can just to give a so I watched it at Sundance at the beginning of the year. Okay. Yeah, I really did like what we get in this, because it's just, oh gosh, I mean, there's a wonderful score that's through here, and it's classical music almost exclusively. It works. There's some really, really good cinematography for the scenery.
Okay.
Because part of this is the whole travel aspect.
You say it's coming to cinema or VOD?
It is a cinema. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be, it's more of an art house film.
Yeah, it won't be. Yeah.
Okay. The two together are also wonderful because it's because they're so mismatched. And this is written and directed by Jesse Eisenberg.
Huh. Okay.
So, yeah.
A while ago, and I'm sure it's been out in America for ages, but there's an Elijah Wood film that's coming to VOD here in the UK in like 2 days, I think. It's called Bookworm. It's from the same director who directed Come to Daddy, which I really liked as well. It's got, obviously, Elijah Wood, Michael Smiley, Nell Fisher. And it's all set in, it's a comedy across New Zealand's majestic landscapes. 11-year-old Mildred is wise beyond her years, and only child raised by a financially strapped solo mum. So this is a big adventure with Elijah Wood in it. It just looked really uplifting, like good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like it has a little bit of a Journey to the Center of the Earth meets Jumanji. Not saying that it goes like that way, but
no, but it definitely has those vibes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's on VOD here in the US already.
Yeah. I figured.
So cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Let's finish up with the comments. How's that sound?
Cool.
All right.
Can you hear the fireworks in the background?
Is it? It's not Guy Fawkes Day, is it?
No, but because it didn't fall over the weekend, some of them are doing it over this weekend. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay. My top 5 found footage movies. That's what General was talking about, where I was in different areas of there. You can totally find it on my channel if you just search top 5 found footage. Yeah, I can't speak to the quality of what I'm talking about and how deep it is, but that was a fun one to do just because it was different for me.
Different location. Yeah.
Yeah.
More creative.
Okay, so crochet a while and listen, watch Silence of the Lambs. Standing. Nice. Stay Close. Oh, the Harlan Coben series. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Outer Banks season 4. I have not watched.
Didn't give a ranking for that, but
Oh, nope.
But I hear it's good. Like, I think that season 4, the last episode was feature length. Like, they really have put a lot, and they're getting, apparently they're getting one more season. So,
really?
To like finish up the story, yeah. So, I feel like I need to go back and catch up and all that.
I've never watched at all because it looked like a really
it's like a teeny
teen angst type thing,
like a Dawson's Creek sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, if it's good, I'm down to watch it. But
apparently, it's very good.
Okay, cool. Upcoming movies left on 2024 calendar: Gladiator 2. I have heard that is fun, but messy. But messy, like not in a way that ruins things.
I've heard the score is phenomenal.
Huh. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is coming out this year?
Not before. No, that's going to be next year.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything about Sonic 3, and I would know.
Are you a hedgehog?
No, just like I don't know. Yes, I'm a hedgehog. I'm sorry. Wait, actually, it says here 27th of December, Sonic 3.
What?
Yeah.
Where is the marketing for this?
There's no marketing for this movie. That's terrible.
That is.
But okay.
Okay.
I enjoyed the first two. Like, they're not great movies, but they are fun movies. So
They are fun movies. I liked number 2 way more than number 1. And that's not
good.
just because Idris is in it, but it is because Idris is
But
in
it is because it is.
it. Yeah. Moana 2. I'm glad that you're looking forward to that.
Cool.
I couldn't care less. Nosferatu, absolutely. Hands down, yes. Do you want to see Nosferatu?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be all right.
I would love it if the old Jumanji cartoon were made into a live-action movie with real people. Cartoon is so creepy in many ways, and the live-action that's been made isn't scary at all. I think the first one with Robin Williams is pretty unsettling.
I also really like the Jack Black movies, and I have a lot of fun with them.
Those two are outstanding. Yeah. So I've never seen the cartoon, though.
Never. I didn't know there was a cartoon, so that's interesting.
I didn't either. Oh, okay. Outer Banks, 4.5 out of 5.
There we go.
Wow. Okay. And yes, Tony Todd. Terrible, terrible news for this week. So, all right, everybody. Ruben, do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. Well, then we will say goodbye. We thank you so much for just hanging out, chatting with us. It has been awesome.
Hi, Mad Titan. Bye, Mad Titan.
Oh, Mad Titan. Hi. You came just right at the wrong... You're late. Oh, General, thanks for joining us. Everybody, we do appreciate it. We love chatting with you and hearing all about the best thing that you watched this week, and then also the recommendations and the questions and all of that. Don't forget, we have our Patreon, patreon.com/thebeardedones. It's £1. Gets you access to well over 100 videos. We have, at least one is put up. I don't know if the second one has gone up yet or not, but Ruben and I, while he was here in the U.S., we both had the other watch a movie that they had not seen that we absolutely adore. And so we talk about both of those. So that was I loved from especially a beautiful standpoint, the one that Ruben chose. And I was giddy to have him watch the one that I wanted just because it's one of my favorites of all time. But anyway, £1 gets you into there. There's a couple that are free that are outside the paywall, and then the rest after that, after £1. If you want to request certain things, there are different tiers that you can hop on. But yeah, give it a shot if you can. And let's see, saying goodbye to anybody else. Bye-bye. Yeah, okay. So next week we'll be back at the same normal time. So I'll try and put up the thumbnails so that you can be notified or whatever before before Friday. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of the YouTube-y stuff. Friends, thank you so much. We will see you next time. All right? Take care.